And yeah. Um, Enzo, what breaks do we have open right now?
Give me one sec, Pop. I'm typing up the
Oh,
tweet.
oh yeah, no, you do that. I got you. B holes, welcome to Flows. Yeah, so we do have a few breaks open. The stack groups we're gonna save for Thursday. Even if they fill, we'll post another one and we'll run it Thursday. We're gonna try to have a big Thursday and a big Saturday night stream as well. Um, that being said, we have 15 left in the two mosaic hobby, two choice PYT. Still some really good chase teams available. So if you're into football, take a look at that. Uh, Other PYTs, we have the Bowman Chrome U. If you're more into college football, we have that going on. It's like a pick your team, pick your conference type of situation. Um, so go take a look at that. We got 10 spots left there. And then we are down to 24 in the latest 3x3 Bowman Chrome, 3 Hobby, 3 HTA mixer. And again, a lot of good teams still up there. So go jump in, grab that. As always, we got the stack breaks. We got a Skybox Metal 2 boxer for the hockey guys, $10 a spot. Topps Chrome Hobby, Cosmic, and Topps Chrome Hobby and Cosmic Hobby stack rip is down to 20. We also have the Bowman Chrome stack rip, a 2-tiered football stacker, and Star Wars. So go take a look at what we got going. Enzo's here, man. We got a podcast to do, Dookie.
And don't worry, I'm watching. I'm watching after we're done here.
The show goes on. All right. That being said, we're gonna start the show here now, and we'll run any of the PYTs if they close while we're live. If not, we'll be circling the wagons for Big Thursday, Big Saturday. Thank y'all for hanging out. Feel free to drop questions in the chat throughout the podcast. Um, yeah, let's do it. What up? What up? What up? Enzo.
Hello.
Man, who we got here? Who's this handsome guy we got?
Oh, I don't know. I've never met him before.
Oh, man.
That's good.
This is our good friend, Twitter hobbyist and collectible aficionado,
Bang.
Mike Jets. Please win.
It's the best intro ever gotten. Was good.
Mike,
Hat
man.
Mike, Burger Mike.
Yeah, so many. Boom Mike.
Big unit Mike.
Oh boy.
But thank you for joining us, man. We obviously we enjoy your company and loved having you on last time, and excited to have you on here on the Shake and Break show this time.
So, oh yeah, thanks for having me, dude. I'm excited.
We kind of the format we've been going with is we open up with kind of a just out of the box question. Just kind of set the tone for the day.
All right.
So, hold on. Speaking of out of the box, we got my son here. Hey, say hi.
Hi.
Siege.
All right. Go find mommy, okay? I love you.
Love you.
Good night. So we're gonna start off a little out of the box. We're gonna go with this one. If you were a transformer, what kind of car would you be? Or like vehicle? Like what would you be transforming from, and what would it be, into?
I probably would be like a Volvo station wagon because I'm reliable. I need reliability. I need to be able to go for a long time.
200,000 miles.
I need the storage space.
Oh boy. All right. So I've thought about this a lot when I was a kid. Okay. and so I already had the answer ready before you even asked it. And it's
What would you want to be?
Tank.
A tank?
Army tank. Yeah, bro.
That's a good.
Oh, I could be anything.
Yeah, you could be it has to be some type of vehicle.
Oh, I came out the gate with a '92 Volvo.
No, but
All
see,
right,
I liked your answer. Enzo went a little more practical, but I liked your answer.
Yeah, I didn't know we were fighting things.
Yeah,
I just thought I needed to.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what kind of world you want to live in, man.
Yeah, that's true. In today's society, I'd go station wagon.
Okay.
But then, like, if we're like fighting, yeah, I want to be a jet probably, which is not anything to do with my loyalties to my shitty football fan base. But I want to fly. That shit would be dope.
Yeah, I think in like that regard, like, yeah, I'm with you. It'd be like a jet or like a Black Hawk helicopter.
Yeah.
You know, that
you never have to go to the airport. You never have to check your bags, wait in line at the airport. You just freaking just transform out.
That'd be dope. But if I was going with just like run of the mill, whatever, I feel like a Chrysler 300. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. Maybe rims that are more expensive than the car payment, and just big, bulky, and always in the way. I think Chrysler 300.
Yeah,
and I
some
guess,
Walmart plastic spinners on it.
Yeah, those two.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty fire, actually. Purple, gotta be purple.
Purple.
I don't think they only made that car in purple and like cyan.
Oh man! All right, so let's get a little into some hobby stuff. Now, honestly, man, now that I think about it, I don't even know if I've ever really like asked you, like, how did you get in the hobby?
Well, that's a good question. I started collecting when we drafted Sam Darnold. I had been like randomly. I know it's awful. We as the Jets, I had been like randomly collecting random Jet cards. Like I had a bunch of Revis cards, and like I have a Mark Sanchez rookie and Geno Smith rookie and some Chad Pennington cards, just in a box in like my closet. And then like, the boom happened, whatever. But like I had already started collecting a little bit of like Darnold cards and just have them on display.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know. I've got into a couple breaks, and then I met you guys and like Cowtown, and that grew, and like a couple other people that we know, like Jason and Rucap and them, and that first Discord, and I just got from there. Like I just started like getting joy and like looking at cards like that. I don't know. It brought me happiness, like to collect things that I like, teams that I like, that like. At the time, no one wants Jets cards too, so you can get into breaks for like piss cheap. Like it was so cheap. It was like, what am I going to do? Get a Becton card or a Denzel Mims card, and like whatever.
Yeah, nice LaMichael Pirine.
Yeah, exactly. Like and before, I guess 2018, like there was no hope for our franchise either. So like getting into breaks then too was like pretty easy. But I did start collecting when I was a kid with my dad, as like a lot of people did, and like we collected that Nolan Ryan Coca-Cola set. I'll never forget this. Like he collected, but like instead of just like buying it for like $25, like he wanted to do it. Like we're drinking all the soda. We're going to the card events. Like we're doing all this. Like I met Nolan Ryan at a card event in like Arlington, which was sick. And like we completed the set in Arlington, which I thought was cool. Like we drove in a Volvo to Texas. We drove up and down like the Northeast, because I'm originally from New Jersey. Like I met like Don Mattingly like 6 times. He's like, "What's up, Mike? What else can I sign of yours?" Like I'm like, I don't even want you to. I just want to say what's up. Like, yeah. But that and then like remembering that, and now like being grown and being able to collect a few things. I just thought it was kind of cool. And then like I met you guys, and it's only gotten I've only gotten more and more into it since then. But yeah,
So
that's it.
so when you were looking around at your shelves, I couldn't help but notice that shelf that's over your shoulder there with all the Simpsons stuff.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I can take you on a little journey.
Oh yeah.
So I stopped collecting like sports because uh, collecting the Jets really doesn't bring me joy anymore. So, but I'm a big, huge Simpson. I'm an avid Simpson fan, and I don't watch the new ones, obviously, but like first 12 seasons. So I just started collecting like Simpsons cards. I don't know if y'all can see.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah, we can.
yeah. Looks
But
good.
yeah. So there's like a couple carded figures from like the early '90s, the McBain series. Um, just stuff that I thought would bring me joy. This one in particular, Gemzo. This is from
Hey,
2000, and Gemzo got me a 9, which makes the card worth like 500, $600, which I'm pretty excited about. That's the voice of Homer and all
that's
that.
the
So I really
autograph,
like
right?
that card.
Yeah.
Like, these are sealed boxes, and then here's the platinum album of the B Sharps, which I I put in a frame on my wall and shit. Like, I got the buttons from the back in the day, and I don't know if that's great camera angle work, but just stuff that is like slowly, like as I grow older, like is making me happier. I'm like downgrading my football love to just like players that are good and can still make money. Lamar will soon be gone from that.
Oh boy.
Wait, the good or make money or both?
Nah,
Yes.
I ain't making shit on those cards, but we
Those
just
are
gotta
them-
chalk that to the L.
Those
And
are
then,
the 2020 purchases.
Yeah, the only real card I have on my desk is one I got from Pop.
The big unit.
The big unit.
And that that's a if you know you know type of joke, and I love it. I keep it framed like it's like worth like $10,000 on my desk.
I love the idea of a burglar being like, this dumb Simpson stuff. Look at this Randy
Yeah.
Johnson.
Oh,
This
sweet
Randy Johnson's got to be
Johnson
worth a ton. He
card.
keeps it near his mouse pad. Yeah, I don't know. I just stuff that I used to like when I was a kid. Now that like I'm fucking 40 years old and have a steady paycheck, and like I don't have a kid, which is beneficial to like collecting. So like I have extra income if I see something I think is cool. Like I go to flea markets and yard sales so often that I can find like really cheap like Simpson stuff that people don't think has value that I think is sick. And then that's kind of how that started to grow.
So a few weeks ago, Enzo and I did a whole show like about small business. And I think what you do is one of the coolest things out there. So if you could talk a little bit about like what got you into it and then kind of your progression. And like I've heard a lot of stories in regards to garage selling and estate selling that like people start with like $100 on a Saturday and they'll buy a bunch of stuff and they'll sell it and then they go back next week with 150 and they grind it all the way up. So I just kind of want to hear a little bit about like your story in that world.
Yeah. I mean, I started basically I started my eBay store in 2018, right? But that was only because we were moving out of like a bigger house, my wife and I, and we moved into the house we purchased. And we had so much shit. And my wife started listing stuff on like Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. And like people would just come to our house and like buy our shit that we were just gonna throw in the garbage. And I was like, what do you mean you want to pay us $125 for this couch? It's broken. I was like, we were gonna put it on the curb. And like this one woman like took our headboards from our like guest room bed that we threw in the garbage. But like and she was like, no, I'm gonna give you $40 for this. I'm like, we're gonna put it in the trash, man. And she was like, no, here, I want you to take this money. I was like, Julie, there might be something here. Like, people want to buy our trash. I was like, what if we get good stuff? And so I don't know. So that was like that. And then we cleaned out our house. We cleaned out a lot of space, which was great. We made enough money to pay for professional movers,
Damn,
which
that's
was
sick.
insane. Like it was like we made like $1,300. And I don't know if not many people know me, maybe not, but I shattered my shoulder blade into like 3 pieces playing softball. In a beer league softball game, I thought I was Ken Griffey Jr., but I was just big and fat and stupid. And I landed on my shoulder, and it's shattered, and it put me in like pretty bad way. So like I can lift like 10 pounds in my left arm. So like getting movers to move our shit was unbelievable. So like to me that was like, all right,
this is real. This is something.
Yeah, like maybe I can start like buying other people's trash and like making it into something. And I never really even knew. And then like, I mean, everybody talks about Gary Vee all the time, but like I saw when he used to come out with those like Trash to Cash podcast, like his YouTube shit.
Yep.
And I think I watched 1 or 2 of those, and I was like, and he's in New Jersey, which was like kind of close to where I grew up, where he was doing his yard sales. I was like, oh my God, like, all right, I'm not going to strap a camera to my chest, but I'm going to go out. I'm going to see what it's about. And it was fucking awesome. Like at first I didn't know what I was doing. I thought like beer steins and like Hot Wheels cars were what it is. And like you learn as any investing in like in any hobby, you learn you're like, maybe it's not wise to jump all in on a Samaje P. Ryan Rainbow from Mosaic 2020.
Yeah, maybe I don't need this score hobby box.
Maybe it's not best idea to like blow my paycheck on like Jalen Herbert. No, Jalen Rieger, excuse me.
Oh, dude. Jalen Rieger, ouch. Ouch.
You know, maybe it's not wise to spend $2,000 on Sam Darnold cards. Like that's and that's, you know, you learn like that. But like I started doing yard sales, and like when I first started, no one was there. It was amazing. I would just walk up and people would be like, oh, well, you want this? I was like, how about $2? Sure. Turning like these crazy finds. Like I found this, just to give you just an example, like I found this like 1968, like it was a Stein, right? But like I said, Steins aren't all great, but this one was like the original Budman. It looked like a bullet, right? And I don't know if you know what the Budman looks like, but it's like a little cartoon that looks kind of like the Noid, but it's like shiny, and he's in like a blue cape, and his mouth opened, and like it was a Stein. And I was like, that's kind of neat. And the guy was like, $1? And I was like, cool. I'm not like giving my phone. I was like, sure, I'll give you, it's worth more than $1 to me. And I got home, I sold it to some guy in Kansas City for $145 plus shipping. And I was like, all right, that was in 2018. I was like, we're in there. I'm buying pound puppies. I'm buying the whole pound now. Like it's a wrap. Like I'm buying your trash. And like now I've got like 600 items in my store. I had up to one time like 750, but I'm setting up at like flea markets and like vintage shows because I'm starting to like niche into clothes and hats, just because I get joy out of hats as I've got like 300 hats in my closet right now. So
I think there's hats right here from your store, dude.
Yeah, like that sport hat is so fire. When I found that shit, it was like bang. It was, yeah. I don't know. I just get joy out of it. I find like stuff from the 80s and 90s is like when I was a kid that in a million years I never would have thought would be awesome. And then now it's just like, yeah, this is, and that's it. I really enjoy it. And it's kind of like what you guys do. Like you guys fucking love ripping Bowman, and like you love baseball cards. And like when you fucking love it, you could see like the passion while you're breaking too. And like you're into it and you like know the shit. And like now, like when I'm out at estate sales, I'm a closet raider, and I'll just fucking raid a closet and I can get in and out of there. But like people are like, what are you gonna do with a bag of 7 old hats? I'm like, don't worry, sweetheart. Here's your $8. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. I'm passionate about it. And I really enjoy it. And I mean, it's not for everybody. Like and I look like I live in a fucking like like a storage unit. Like if you were in my office right now, it's all beautiful minded. I know where things are, but Julie like doesn't allow that door to open. You know, she's like, we're having company. Barricades it
Make
with
sure you lock the office
with like a bookcase. Yeah.
Right, so
like I'm locked in here now,
me...
but like I could climb out of it. It's not to the point of like hoarders. There's no dead cats in here, but like.
Okay, well that's good. I'm glad you no dead cats. Hey, so real quick, this weekend, bro, tell the people about what you found and sold and how quick you're able to move it with these horses.
All right. So I went to a yard sale. This lady had like a box of just like it's just so stupid. It sounds so dumb when you say it out loud and you can hear it.
I know.
Like I sound like a mental case. So okay, so like I went to this yard sale and I'm walking by and I just see like all these horses in a box. There are 2 boxes of them and they're like filled. And I was just like, oh, okay. You know, those are kind of neat. Cause I just know from like I watch YouTube and like, you know, I watch people who strap cameras in their chest and they walk around, do estate sales and shit. So you learn that way too. Like you guys watch other breaks and, you know, but like, so yeah. And I saw one of the guys who I watch on YouTube who was all like, yeah, Breyer horses. Who would have thought? So like, all right. So it's like some of them sell for up to $500. So I knew that going into this. So I see them. I'm like, all right, well, maybe they're Breyer. And I pick one of them up and it's just like stamped Breyer. The other one's stamped Breyer. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll run it by her. I do the old like, oh, what do you want for the box of horses? She was like, oh, those are worth a lot of money. I looked them up on eBay. There's some of them worth $50-$60 a piece. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, that cool. Then you should sell them on eBay. And I was just like, and I just walked away. And I found like this sweatshirt that I thought was pretty cool. And I went back and she was like, look, if you want the horses, I'll do 40 for both boxes, but that's my low. And I was like, all right, I can take a chance at 40. And I went home and I'm like, it was funny because my mom was here, right? And so and she comes like once in a while to visit, but like my mom's making fun of me with my wife. She has this ridiculous Jersey accent too. She's like, look at Michael playing with his ponies. Look at him over there. He's like a cute little girl. Look at him, Julie, with his ponies. Yeah, I was like, cool, Mom. 3 of them already sold, bitch. Like, what do you want from me? Like, I literally was cleaning horses, like polishing them up. Like,
Mom, not now. I'm working.
I like make a fake fence for one to frolic over. I had one with his little boobs up and shit, like all these fucking pictures. It was so dumb, but like
it was so.
I spent like an hour and a half, like in my life, cleaning horses and looking them up.
And you're just selling horses. This guy's literally just watching
Pony Mike, bro.
And he's literally just every 5 minutes. He's just like, oh, look, another one sold.
Yo, but for real, I had 8, right? And I polished them up. Took an hour and a half of my life to clean them up, take pictures, list them, and 4 of them sold before the noon games were over. One of them sold for $125. One of them sold for like $65. Then 2 of them sold for like $40. And I'm just like, I should have got the rest of them fucking horses. You know, I was like, I only got 8. I'm gonna go back. But yeah, so Bolo, be on the lookout. Breyer horses.
My man said Bolo. That's wild.
Yeah, I'm a fool, but like, I called my mom while she was driving back from her house. I was like, oh yeah, 4 of them are gone, Mom. What's up? She's like, you gonna miss some? I'm like, yeah.
You gonna miss some. Oh,
yeah, but it was fun. So like that kind of shit is crazy. But like that doesn't happen every Saturday and so like Sunday. I don't really try Sundays anymore. But I do it like Friday, like afternoon when I get out of work. There's a lot of like late afternoon estate sales that I always hit up. Same companies, they know me, and like from making networking like relations with them, they let me go to like the places they set up early.
Oh, that's
dope. Like I've done like private picks with them, and like I've got numbers of 2 people that like they know what I do. I've been setting up at like pop-ups and like vintage bazaars and shit. So like I'm always like, you be on the lookout for t-shirts, sports stuff. Like I'll take anything like Carolina, Duke, NC State, and they text me, and I go out there and like. So I mean, if you do
this
that,
is
like
like
anywhere,
this is like American Pickers, bro. This is wild.
Yeah, it is. It's nuts. So like always network and just be nice to people. You see the same people over and over again, like talking to people.
Yeah, Mike, I got a box of NC State t-shirts from the 70s.
Nah, I've sold so many. Shit's wild.
That's funny.
So
but it's so much fun, bro.
Because up here in or down here in Tallahassee, there's actually like 2 vintage collegiate stores that like these kids started, and that's how they started. Like they just started like going to garage sales and yard sales locally, and like built these closets of like vintage Florida State gear and vintage FAMU gear, and like they have like
that's the glory years too.
Now. Yeah. So like now they have stores, and so like listening to them talk about it, I had no clue like there was such a market for vintage, like especially like cultural pieces like that. And so like when because I know, I mean, and I'll tell everybody, I bought a couple shirts from you, and one of them is a Yoo-Hoo shirt that is like one of my absolute favorite shirts ever. It's literally just like a Yoo-Hoo logo on it, right? And you're like, where am I ever gonna find a Yoo-Hoo shirt in 2023, right? Like, you probably look it up, but whatever. This one like has like the early 2000s feel to it. And then the other one was the Quiznos Subs t-shirt, bro.
Yeah, that Quiznos Subs tee was a gift. That is a gift, sir.
It was. I'm keeping it.
It's so funny.
So like for people that are out there, they're like, how is this? How do you make money doing this? You would not believe like the markets there are for 90.
Yeah, honestly, like the one thing that I always say, if I see something that like makes me stop and lay in my tracks, and I'm like, why does this exist? Like, what the fuck is that? I buy it. Like it's usually $1. You know what I mean? Like I'll take a shot at $1. Like I just sold. I can't even like explain to you. Like I sold an ugly woman's sweater, like orange. It was orange, right? And it had like felt witches, like from here to here. You talking about the one Joe Burrow
wore last weekend?
It was actually cooler. If Joe Burrow was rocking my witch sweater, I would have been like, I knew Joey Biscuits was 69 was fucking Joe Burrow. I knew that was his eBay name. But yo, it sold for $40. I got it for $1. Like it was insane. Like it was just like this ugly ass thing you'd never seen a bazillion years. And yeah,
and a lot of people just. What's the most you ever spent and like were let down? Like you're like, oh man, why the hell did I pay this for that?
Yeah. I've made some terrible choices. Some stuff that I tell Julie that she's gonna bury me with. You know, like in the early years too, like when I was just going to Goodwill like every single day because you work from home. At least I do.
Yeah.
So like, if you get your work done, my boss isn't like watching my like thing turn from like green to yellow. You know what I mean? So like, I used to just go to Google and be like, yeah, I'll buy these plates. And I was just like, at one time, I just got drunk and I just started smashing the plates in my garage. It's like, I'm just tired of looking at these fucking things for 2 years. But like, I think there was one time where I made I bought a bunch of like model trains at an estate sale that I thought were going to be sick. Right. And I don't know much. And I'm like, I was back then too. I wasn't like, I was trying to be secret about it.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a good play because I didn't want people to like see that I was going to be a reseller and then like they'll up the price on me. But now I don't give a fuck. Plus they see me every single weekend. So it's like, they know what I'm doing. Right. It's not like I'm not there collecting old lady sweaters. Like I'm fucking selling them. So like now I'm openly about it. I was like, look, you know, this is what I do. I'm going to need to be into it about this. And they're cool with it. Like if it's just because I've developed relationships, but like in the beginning, I wouldn't like take my phone out, which I wish I did, you know, and I get home and I like a bin, like a massive bin of like trains and like tracks. And it was like about $200 the guy wanted. And I was like, well, you know, you listen to these people, they're like, oh, on eBay, that's like $80. I'm like, yeah, okay, dickhead. But like, he wouldn't come down off his price. For some reason, I thought selling trains was a good idea. You live and you learn type of deal. And I probably made like $50. And then I just put the whole bin on Facebook Marketplace for 50, and some kid came and bought them, trying to probably do exactly what I was doing. I was like,
you
God
might have
bless.
better luck at 50s.
Yeah. Choo, buddy. Get the fuck out of here.
He's gonna piece him out, bro. He's gonna piece him out one by one.
Next stop, your house. Yeah, but that was a rough investment. I've lost a lot more money in cards that I thought would cherry and like block, like, you know, I'm sure it happens all the time with Bowman. But yeah, I got into some higher end Herberts. You buy from the right people, you buy from the wrong people. We all know how that goes. Yeah. And you know, like sinking like $2,500 into a card that I thought was going to turn into 5,000, and then I sell it for like 1,500. That was probably my biggest loss.
Yeah.
And I stopped kind of getting into the higher end football cards now because like they don't bring me as much joy as collecting Simpsons cards and like trying to go for a whole set.
I'll say this. I think that like the 2020, which is when I definitely got into the hobby, and I know you were just kind of like really getting back into it. Like it was impossible to buy a card in 2020 and have it have value today. Everything went down. So like the good thing though is like it, like at least as new football releases, none of those cards are getting close to like the Herbert Burrow craziness that was 2020. Yeah, it really was. Somebody said in chat it was like a glitch in the Matrix, and it like really was.
It was nuts, man. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you bought in 2020 and you held it till late 2021, bro. I mean, there's really like there might be a few examples.
Jordan Love is the only one I can think of that gained value. That
we got out the game at the right time, friend.
That's right, baby. We believed the whole time, Mike. We knew.
I will tell you this. I own 0 Jordan Love right now, and I made money on my investment. You want to be like me?
I'll tell you what, Mike. After game 1 this year, I got kind of nervous. I was like, maybe I made a mistake.
Nope.
It was always the right time, man. So.
Jordan Love looked like he's about to win the Super Bowl. And then last night, he threw to a linebacker 5 yards in front.
Last night, he had the Vegas flu.
My man was seeing ghosts.
Some people just can't handle Vegas.
The Raiders with the black jerseys, you know?
Some people just can't handle Vegas. Oh, God.
This shit's so funny, dude. Yeah, but I really I mean, as you could tell, like we hung out at National, right? And like I bought a Dan Marley autograph hat for like $25, and I sold it already for 80. But like, not a lot of people are going to National. Like we hung out with Bourbon.
Yeah. And
he was like, where's that Notre Dame jacket? I was like, yeah, that's what I came here for. That type of shit that I can't find in North Carolina.
This is
and like, I got that
right here.
That Bulls starter jacket that I'm NBA season starts. I'm going to list that for $200 and it's going to be gone. And I got that for like 40. And that's my game plan. So like, yeah, I got a card or two, but
I was with you. I attacked that the Simpsons auto.
Yeah, fuck. Well, that's my grail, and eventually I'll have it. Maybe when I'm like retired or something. But like,
you're talking about. I was talking about the one from last year, the one we graded.
Oh yeah, no, the one that you graded for me. That shit is amazing. Yeah. Like that's when I got that last year, and the guy was like, "I think you're trying to rip me off." I'm like, "Has anyone even asked?" And it's Sunday. Like, no.
He's like, you know what?
I was in a Simpsons fucking t-shirt too. I was like, bro, I'm not lying to you. I live my lyrics.
I live my lyrics. Oh man.
That was fun. But yeah, I have a different mindset, I guess, now. Moving forward. My hobby now is collecting hats and collecting, like different different things outside the box, I guess. Now horses, big time horse collector.
Yeah, dog just needs to stamp on them.
Fire horses. That's right.
I love horses.
Pony Mike, let's ride. But yeah, no, man, I appreciate you joining and kind of going through how you got into the hobby, how it transitioned into what you do now. And yeah, dude, we're definitely gonna do some collabs here. I know I've been talking about it, but it's gonna happen very, very soon. Because quite honestly, dude, I think people would be blown away by some of your inventory. I think you should go on Twitter right now and
I appreciate that.
and tweet your eBay out and let some of these guys check out what you have. What's your why don't you share your Twitter handle with them so they can
it's
check you out.
It's at NY Jets Please Win. It's been like that since day one. It's like at NY Jets Please Win. I'll repost a post here, and anyone who doesn't know me, my name's Mike. DM me, whatever, and if you see something in my eBay store, just ask me about it. You don't have to buy it in my ridiculous inflated price from eBay. But if you're looking for any type of team too, like
Bowen just said he's looking for some Michigan stuff.
Michigan stuff I have an 80s checker sweater from a Michigan sweater. It says like M right here on the chest, and it's like a light blue checker, blue cuff. It's wild. It's so fire. Right. I got that at a flea market in San Diego. It's straight gas, and so if you're looking for Michigan stuff,
bro. Yeah, he's different. You heard what he just said? He said he found that at a flea market in San Diego.
Yo, he sounds like an art dealer, but it's just. Oh, I did this man. When I was visiting North Africa last year. Like,
I like to see the sights and sounds of each city.
I picked this up from a street vendor in Casablanca.
It's more like I wouldn't go that far. It's not that extravagant. It's like I was at a Goodwill in Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah, I went down to the Applebee's in East Lansing, Michigan.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate having you guys. You guys having me on here just to shoot the shit, because I mean, it gives me joy to also see like other people who think that what I'm doing is kind of cool. Because like if you tell somebody that I was playing with ponies for like an hour, they would probably, have different words or different description of me doing that than you guys.
No, man. And honestly, dude, a big thing of it is like Enzo and I are both hustlers. Like we're both out here doing our side business that's really turned into like a full-blown operation, and we both really respect the grind that you put in, and just, dude, again, blown away by the inventory. But it goes back to what you were talking about earlier, dude. It's like you're passionate about it. And
I do love it. It's crazy.
You're a great friend, and to be able to have you on and let you share what you're passionate about is just freaking awesome for us. So,
thank you, man. Appreciate you, friendo. Yeah,
for sure, bro.
Yes. Anytime you see a hat on one of these fools' heads in a break, 99% of the time it's from me or one of my guys.
Oh yeah, I
got the only hats I own.
I got another one right here.
You got the Generation X joint. That is one of the most fire things that I've ever found at any sale.
Dude, I was so stoked to get this.
Yeah.
I'm really jealous of the Lion King hat.
Like, yo, bro, I wore it to work the other day, and somebody walked by and was like, "Is that a Lion King hat?" And I was like, "You betcha."
Bet your bottom dollar.
I like how I sent that for CJ. And you took it.
I copied. No, you know what it was, bro? You sent a few hats, and my man's drew all over one of them. And I was like, that's your hat now, bro. I was like, that's you, dog. I am taking the Hakuna Matata hat.
Yeah, popping him with the Hakuna Matata, said no worries. Oh man, I appreciate you guys so much. And thank you all. If you get into it too, if you want to, I mean, I'm into trading shit. Like, I can give some advice. I'm no expert, but I mean, I know a little bit about a lot of shit, but like not a lot of bit about anything. But like,
A little bit about a lot.
you know, hit me up, man. DM me. They're open, and I'm more than happy to talk about this shit. I could talk about it for hours. It's just fun to me, and I love you guys, and I love seeing what No Flow is doing, man. It's just so fucking cool. And breakers, if you want Bowman, there's only one really spot to do it, and like, which is wild, man. It's actually cool, also that like you could tell me that the Diamondbacks are actually good, so I didn't even know that until like yesterday. I was like, yo, they're in the playoffs. You're like, dog, they're up 2 games.
They're out here, bro.
Like that.
That's rookie of the year guy.
That's why that guy has a mustache. That's cool. Yeah. No, but yeah, I really do appreciate it, man.
No, man, thanks for joining us. If you are watching live, stay tuned. We will talk some breaks here in a second. If you're watching on Spotify or YouTube, thank you for the views. And if you're listening on Apple Pods or whatever, we appreciate you there as well. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And until next time, No Flow Nation, let's ride.
Let's giddy up on Mike's Briar Horses.
Thanks, guys. That was awesome.
All right. You can stay. You're not going to be on camera. We're just going to chat breaks, or you can leave.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. I'm on.
All right.
Yeah, was that the Taco Bell sign?
Yeah, it was, dude. All right. I saw Odrar. You asked about the 5-box. It did go. Enzo, is that on a pin tweet still, or is it a recent tweet?
Yeah, I responded to him in chat. We're good.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm the
Had
worst.
The same thought, though.
Yeah. All right.
No comment.
Let's take a look at what we got. We have a bunch of stuff open. I think as far as breaks that we can run tonight, really, I don't think any of the PYTs are going to be close enough. I mean, we can do that 2-box or the 2-tiered football. If you guys want to close that up. If not, we can always have a big Thursday. Let's take a look at some of the stuff we got. We do have the 4-box Mosaic PYT. That is 2 of these choice boxes. And 2 hobbies. Mosaic's been good, man. I mean, nothing's perfect, but it's
years past.
Yeah, definitely better than 21 and 22, in my opinion. It's been a lot of fun.
It'll never be 2020.
But again, we were talking about it on the pod. 2020 it's a glitch.
I heard.
The 2-tiered football is Luminance Hobby with an autographed jersey. We also have the 2-box Star Wars break. Our final 2 boxes of Galaxy. We have not hit an auto yet. So we're hoping it's in the last 2 boxes in our case. Not, we might have to chase more later. How's everybody doing tonight? What's everybody up to? Talk to me.
Dude, it's a rare Tuesday. There's like football on, there's hockey on, basketball's right around the corner, playoff baseball's on. Orioles are getting absolutely hosed right now. Oh boy.
What a time.
What a time.
Love the behind the scenes with Pony Burger Mike.
I'm not even trying to make this up, but one just sold. So I'm down to 3.
Oh man, you're gonna.
So if the live listener bought a
week.
pony, I appreciate you.
Oh, Bowen, I'm sorry. I meant to respond to you earlier today. It's Goldie Gopher. I think he's actually here in chat. Mr. Goldie Gopher, Bowen Mason on Twitch. He's also in the Discord. He's interested in buying any Michigan cards you hit in the Bowman Chrome U break. Just FYI.
And we'll send pictures to our no flow chat.
Boom. I really did mean to respond to that earlier today, Bowen. I'm sorry.
All right, well, that's gonna be it for tonight. Be on the lookout. We'll have all the breaks getting posted throughout the day tomorrow and Thursday. As stacks close, we'll post more. Be on the lookout for fillers if you're in the Break Club Discord. We'll have some fillers for some of the PYTs.
I heard a little rumor too about this weekend.
Anything can happen, dude.
I heard something else is going to happen.
What's going to happen? What did you hear?
I'm not going to say what it is, but you should buy more than one.
There you go.
Boy.
There you go.
They're round.
Oh.
They roll.
Oh. You talking about marbles?
Oh, whoa. I didn't say it. You did.
Oh, man. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we do some marbles this weekend.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez, guys. If you guys have never been in our marble races, stay tuned.
Yeah. The U is also back. The U is also back. All right, y'all. Appreciate you all tuning in, hanging out. We'll have breaks on Thursday and Saturday, and more info on the streams throughout the week. Make sure you're following us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, X. I'm even gonna start getting some YouTube shorts up, and I'll also be getting the podcast on YouTube. So yeah, be on the lookout for stuff. We're gonna be working on growing our other social media platforms. So if you absorb content anywhere else, make sure you absorb us.
Oh,
Until next time, No Flow Nation. Let's ride.